Motivation can be hard to come by when you're not seeing the results you desire. The ability to motivate yourself or to persevere in spite of lack of motivation is a valuable skill. Motivation is frequently in short supply, so learning how to manage yourself through situations is important if you want to succeed. Doing nothing when you're lacking motivation is a bad habit that can have some serious, significant negative consequences. There is a way of navigating even with lack of motivation. But motivation makes it easier to take action. You take plenty of action despite having traditional motivation. Sometimes you don't think about it. But without motivation, it's also easy to procrastinate. Motivation is just tricky. What exactly is motivation? Is it enthusiasm for an action? Or is it just a situation where taking an action has become more desirable than not taking action? You might not be excited about doing a report at work, but at some point, the anxiety of not getting it done becomes worse than just doing the work. So you may be asking yourself, what are some tips I can do to persist even when I'm not seeing results and don't have any motivation? Well, let me say, practice, practice, practice patience. No one wants to hear about being patient. We've heard these words before we can even understand them. However, it's still good advice. Sometimes things take longer than we like or think they should. Sometimes the results show up suddenly after a long period of time. For example, you can whack a boulder with a hammer thousands of times and it appears that nothing is happening. And then all of a sudden, the boulder splits in half. The other thing you can do is keep the final results fresh in your mind. When your motivation is waning, remember how you'll feel when you're finally successful. Visualize being successful. Target that moment when you first achieve that goal. Notice how good it feels. And you can always set a schedule and stick to it. When your motivation flags, it's common to start feeling and acting lazy. One way to combat this is to create a daily plan for yourself and stick to it. The less motivated you are, the more structure you need. Giving up is the perfect way to ensure that you're not successful. But it's difficult to fail in the long term if you continue trying. Eventually, you'll accomplish your objective. However, it's imperative that you don't quit. Use your mistakes and failures to gain mastery. Mistakes and failures happen a lot more than we like, but they're part of the process. Getting the most out of these negative results makes a huge difference. If you can adapt the belief that failures are common and ultimately help you to master your craft, it's easier staying motivated. So even if you're failing, things are happening in your favor. Be grateful. Remember that everything is still okay. Practicing gratitude each day is a great reminder that your life isn't as bad as you thought. You'll hang in there longer and you'll keep trying if you feel grateful on a regular basis. Remember your past successes. Your past successes can rekindle your enthusiasm. Reminding yourself that you've been successful in the past can renew your hope that you'll be successful now. It's a great way to improve your mood too. Motivation is nice while it lasts, but you're going to be super successful. You have to learn how to keep working even without motivation. You can also create and recover motivation. Remember how great it is going to be when you succeed in achieving your goal. Take breaks as you need them. Remember to be patient and appreciate that good things can take time to happen. I'll see you at the next video. Hey, before you leave, I need you to subscribe. We need more rocket stars to land their dream job. Subscribe.